Hey, what's up? Today I'm going to be talking about the executive function and how you can kind of boost that cognitive process to kind of help you be productive and functional and all that good stuff. So the executive function, it's basically a set of processes that are managed by your frontal lobe, which just make you a functional human being. And one of the main responsibilities are planning and executing tasks. And yeah, so this happens automatically. It's not like, you're walking around like, oh, do this, do this, your brain is kind of doing it very naturally. So it's just like breaking things down and kind of knowing what you want to do next. Like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that. And it's very automatic. And in times when we are suffering with, not being able to be functional, do things, a lot, the issue can always be just executive dysfunction. And there are two kind of components to that process that kind of helps you stay functional, which you can work on if you find that, you fall in this camp. So the first thing is operationalizing. What happens when we want to do something? It's usually just like an abstract goal. Like, I want to get a job, or I want to go to this festival. There's an actual outcome where like we want to do a thing, right? And it's abstract and it's when it first kind of births, and then you kind of have to then create a set of steps, or you have to actually make it actionable. So that's what your executive function does naturally. But when you find that you're not doing that, what happens is you actually just kind of become overwhelmed, because it's just this thing that's kind of like you don't really understand it. It's like it's abstract, it's nebulous, it's probably bigger than it seems, just because you don't really know what you need to do to kind of get it done. And your brain really doesn't want to deal with anything that it doesn't understand. It's kind of like and therefore you're not mobilized to take action, because it's just this weird thing that you don't really understand, but you kind of want to do it. And it's very frustrating, because you want to do the thing, but there's this weird like brain fog, cloudiness about the thing you want to do. And I think it's normal to not have clarity all the time, but that's the kind of thing that comes with executive dysfunction. So operationalizing is a skill you can learn, where you kind of just break down what you want to do very consciously. You can practice that skill. You can learn how to do it better. There's resources out there, but one of the best resources, which is really, is GTD, David Allen's Getting Things Done methodology, where, within GTD, he actually has something called the natural planning model, which is really cool. It's really easy to use for anything. And even the whole system itself kind of just takes you through step by step how to be functional and how to just take on lots of things in life, and just, being functional. And it just automatically teaches you how to operationalize. So that's really cool, for sure, if you find that you're in that camp of like, finding mental overwhelm. One of the interesting thing is you can have insight into the fact that you don't really know what you want to do, but you want to do this thing, but it doesn't help you. You can be insightful about it, but it's still a skill you need to kind of work your way into doing. You actually have to do it. And so yeah, so that's the first thing, operationalizing. And the second thing, well, you guys will have to stay tuned for the next video. um yeah, cliffhanger. All right, peace out, guys.